Superstars, how's it going? This is Coach Wood, and we are ready for another amazing episode of content, you guys. We've had a great week. We're getting some great responses about some of the topics that we're talking about. So we truly hope that this is bringing value, the Weekday Huddle, to your journey as a young football player, as a parent, family member of a football player, a coach, a fan out there. Hopefully we're bringing value to you guys. So before we get into the topic, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We are so close, you guys, to 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And then also, we've got some great resources for you down in the description box. So today's topic, you guys, is something that you young football players, especially if you're at the high school or the junior college level, you need to be aware of, because many of you guys now want to move up into the college ranks. Many of you guys want to play Division I football, and you need to know the business side of things. It's a new day and age. It's a new era. So we have to move accordingly, because at the end of the day, what do you care about? You care about you getting what you're looking for, right? Not what your teammates getting, not what your best friend is getting. You have to get what you're looking for, and everybody is an individual contractor in the football industry. So you need your own individual strategy, okay? So, the reason why we are bringing up today's topic, which is, what are the hardest positions, the top 3 positions that are the hardest to get to the next level? What are the 3 top positions that are the hardest to go D1? We're going to give you those 3 positions because they're not all created equal. It's harder than ever for high school and junior college football players to move up the ranks, but not at every position. Some positions are definitely harder than others, you guys, and we're in the business of helping guys get to the next level. Well, before you go pro, this isn't just a content business. We actually have a recruiting and mentoring program, and we have for 20 years. But things have changed in the last 4 years, at least the feeling on this side of the fence. The ones that are the practitioners and the ones that are making the calls, the DMs, and the email, we have definitely felt a difference, myself and my team, in how hard it is to get high school and junior college players to the next level over the last 4 years. It's really increased in difficulty over the last 4 years. We've had to be more strategic than ever before. But there's 3 positions, you guys. There's 3 positions that are definitely harder than others. A matter of fact, as far as a business practice for our program, we only accept 10 athletes at each position in the graduating class with Before You Go Pro. So we work by class right now. The filming of this, we're focused on the 2027 class. We will only accept 10 athletes at each position in the 2027 class. However, at these 3 positions, we most likely will accept less. And the reason we'll accept less is because we want to do right by our athletes and their families. Before You Go Pro isn't cheap. So we want results for our athletes, and that's what we demand and mandate. So if we feel that there's a position that is very difficult for us to get the kids what they're looking for and their families, then we'll purposefully limit how many athletes we need to focus on and we need to help at that position. And over the last 2 years, there have been 3 positions that we've purposefully limited how many athletes we've let in. Do you want to know what those positions are? The first position that we have definitely limited how many athletes we have let in, you guys, is quarterback. A matter of fact, quarterback is the one that we would put number 1 as far as the hardest from high school or junior college to the Division I level. quarterback is the hardest one. And a matter of fact, all three of these positions are positions where you typically see one predominant player. You typically see, whether it's in the game or you look back on the stats for that season, you typically see one predominant player. It's not like wide receiver. It's not like defensive back where we're going to have a bunch on the field. These positions, you typically see one guy with the bulk of the production. So quarterback is hands down number one, you guys. There has always been tremendous pressure on the position, but not like it is today in college. And then you talk about the FBS, even the FCS level and the high D2 level, but now you start getting into the group of five level and the power four level. Tremendous pressure on the quarterback position. A matter of fact, we need more than one good quarterback in the room. This is the position they cannot miss on. If you miss on quarterback, you may be missing your job soon at the college level. So they do not want to put it in the hands of a high school kid. If you're a high school kid and you're getting recruited by FBS and F and Power 4 programs at quarterback, you're a bad man. In this day and age, you're a bad man for sure. So that's the position where you have to be the most strategic. That's the position where you're probably committing early. If you do get the school that you like or a school that you definitely would consider, you're probably committing earlier as a high school or junior college quarterback. That is by far the number one hardest position to get to the next level. The second hardest position, and once again, you guys, just like I said, in the theme of probably one main predominant person, and this is a very pressure-packed position as well, because you're having to get the tough yards for the team, and you're having to probably block for the multi-million-dollar quarterback that they just bought in through the portal or the 5 or 4 star, and that position is running back, you guys. Running back. You have to be a bad man to leave high school or to leave junior college as a major college running back. You got a full ride to go be the running back in Wisconsin. You got a full ride out of high school to go be the running back at Florida State. You are a bad man. You were always a bad man if you got that type of opportunity. But in today's day and age, these college coaches do not want to trust a young running back. Even if you are a superstar in high school or junior college, they're probably going to try to find somebody with some college carries, some college blocking assignments successfully done under their belt at running back before they trust the high school kid. All right, so that is position number 2 by far. Those two positions are definitely positions over the last 2 years that we have purposefully decreased how many athletes we were willing to take. I think this past season, in the 2026 season, we had 4 or 5 quarterbacks. And I think we only had 3 running backs the whole season. And it's because we wanted to get results and interest for those guys. But we knew they'd be hard to move. The third position, you guys. Once again, these are the top 3 positions. And it's not to scare you if you happen to play one of these positions and you want to play college football and you got some talent and you're wondering why the phone's not ringing. This isn't just to fully scare you, but this is to make you aware where you know, hey, I'm a quarterback, I'm a running back, but my brother or my friend is an offensive lineman or he's a tight end. It's going to be harder for me. It's going to be harder for me. It just is what it is. It's going to be harder for me as a quarterback to get to the level that he may be able to get to easier. It is what it is. But knowing's half the battle. For the old parents out there that used to watch cartoons, they had a cartoon, G.I. Joe, and they said knowing's half the battle. So now that you know that the position you play is the hardest or one of the hardest to get recruited to a high level of college football out of high school JC, you can act accordingly. Okay? You can be more strategic. You can have a little bit more thought process behind your recruiting. You can maybe get some help. We're here to help. You can maybe get some more help or start getting support earlier. Okay? If you happen to play one of these positions. Doesn't mean you can't do it. Doesn't mean you're not going D1 out of high school. But it does mean that you have to be strategic if you play one of these three positions. So quarterback, running back. Do you know the last one? The last one, once again, is in the theme of one man on the field typically, and that's kicker. Kicker has been tough for high school and junior college kickers to get to the Division I level, FCS, FBS, Group of 5, or Power 4. It's been tough. It's been tough because, once again, I'm probably only going to have one on the field. And once again, this is a pressure-packed position. I only put you on the field when I need a win, So that's pressure packed. That's a lot to put on a young guy. This is Penn State, and I'm gonna bring in this kid from high school to come knock in the game winner versus Michigan. That's a lot to put on a young guy. Probably gonna go old at that position. I'm probably gonna get the D2, the best kicker in D2, or the best kicker in FCS, or maybe go poach Minnesota's kicker if I'm the Wolverines. But give it to the high school kid, that's asking a lot. So, as you guys all know, it's not a mystery anymore. For a little while, it was a mystery, or people were thinking it was kind of a fad that these big schools would prefer to take older players. But now everybody knows it's not a fad. It is the real deal that opportunities have been minimized for the high school and the JC kid. Now that we know it, we can move accordingly. But not all positions are created the same. Three, you guys are really tough. High school or JC quarterback, high school or JC running back, high school or JC kicker. Be proactive if you play one of those positions. All right. Hopefully this helps you out, baby. Once again, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button so that YouTube starts pushing us out to more amazing football players and football families, okay? And then also check out the resources that we have. You guys have an amazing weekend. If this is your weekend, if you're catching this and this is still your weekday, keep getting after it, baby. I see you. I'm Coach Wood. We'll see you at the top.